everybody and welcome back. Today we're going to be doing a quick eyeshadow tutorial. As you can see, I've already got the makeup on as I just done a contour video. So if you're wondering why she's got makeup on already, it's because I've already put it on. Now today we are going to be doing an eyeshadow tutorial using the James Charles palette. Now I'm so excited to do this because these colours are phenomenal. And when I open the palette now, hopefully I won't drop the plastic sheet inside with all the names, but you will see. Look at that. Not sure if you can all see that. Look at the colours. Now I'm just taking the plastic sheet off to maybe show you the actual palette even more. Now look at that. Look at all those colours. Now today, the colours we're going to be using is this colour by here, mixed with this one, maybe a little bit of black of course in the corner, depending on how it goes. Now everybody's going to go, oh, what's the name of the colours? This is why you never chuck the plastic sheet away. The colours I'm going to be using are Code James, You're Kidding, and Spooky. So, what we're going to do first is we're going to start off by putting a little bit of concealer onto the eyelid. So I'm using my MAC Nude Matte Cream Concealer from Avon. Now just a little tip, if you're going to be using eyeshadows, always put a concealer on underneath because it will help cover any dark blemishes you can see on your eyelid. I don't know if you can see it on mine, but it looks discoloured. It's natural, everybody's eyes are like that, so don't panic. But it'll also help if you're using bright colours. It will help brighten them. So there's a little tip for you. Once you've done that, you can use whatever brush you want, but I'm just using a small little brush to just blend it all in. This little brush is perfect because I've just done makeup, so I don't want to do it too bad. Oh. What I'm going to do is just quickly grab my beauty blender and just go around the eye to make sure all that is blended in with the rest of my makeup. Yes, it is. Now, here we go. Me thinking I'm a pro at eyeshadow. So first we're going to start off with Code James, and now I'm only going to be doing Code James just over here, just above the crease of the eyelid. Gotta give it to him, he's done this palette really well. Just the colours. I also use this colour as well if I'm doing just a basic look. Just put this one as just one colour over my eyelid, or just into the crease of my eye like I'm doing here, and a little bit of eyeliner and mascara, and you've just got like a nice basic look. Always check as well. Make sure you've got the same amount of darkness of eyeshadow on both eyes, because you can find one eye could be darker than the other. Do not worry if you like me and you pull faces while you're doing it. Now, a technique for when you're doing eyeshadows like this, with your brush you can either do the window wiping, going like that, but I always recommend doing the circles, because that way you can blend the eyeshadow into your eye and it just doesn't hold all that excess eyeshadow that then will ruin your look. So as you can see, now what do you think? See, I quite like that already. I could just leave that and put my mascara on that. No, we're going to be doing another one in tweed. Now I'm going to be using a smaller brush to apply the second one, which is going to be You're Kidding. What I'm doing first is gently pressing it on the lids, and then I'm going to blend it. Now look at that. See the difference? What I've done is I've just put slightly a bit more on this eye than this eye. What I do is every time I apply my eyeshadow, I only put a little bit on the brush, then apply it to the eyelid. I don't want to put too much. Start with a light layer and build the texture up then, and it gets darker. If you do a light layer and you make a mistake, it's easy to blend it out. Then if you go right into the palette, loads of eyeshadow, it's harder for you to blend it out. Now, how good does that look? So there we've only just used 2 colours. We have used Code James and we have used You're Kidding. I've got to keep looking at the names because I don't want to put these eyeshadows on and then people want to know what the names they are. So I will keep looking over there because I haven't memorised the names. Yeah. Just going to make sure, because sometimes, I don't know if you notice, you can get that little odd patch just along your eyelid. Now if you feel really confident enough and you have, like I have a few palettes of glittery eyeshadows, you could, if you wanted to, put some glitter eyeshadow on top. But for today I'm just going to be using the James Charles palette and not mixing with another brand. But maybe in my next video if I mix 2 palettes, yeah, see how that goes. Now next we're going to attempt putting a little bit of black into the corner to give it that boom. Don't know where I get these words from, honestly. What I've done is I'm using a smaller brush, literally a tiny bit, and I always do the rotating circles just to blend it. See? And what a difference that makes. Obviously it does look a bit silly there at the moment because I've just dabbed it, blended it, I haven't fully done it. Like I said, you don't want to put too much black on because you don't want it to take away from the other colours and it can be sometimes too overpowering. So I've only used just a little bit. Just keep on blending. If it comes out a bit too overpowering, just get another brush and blend. But there we go, you can just see the darkness. Now on this side I put slightly bit too much black, as I've said, so I'm just blending it out with a smaller brush. Just so it's not too much. And don't worry if you have put too much on, just keep blending the colours like I have. So there you go. I've used 3 colours from the James Charles collection and I'll go through them. I have used Code James, You're Kidding and Spooky. Last but not least, to finish it off, of course as always, you have to apply the mascara. just before, if you wanted to. It's entirely up to you. Sometimes I put mascara on the bottom, but what I'm going to do is get my smaller brush and just apply a little bit. And that might be the wrong size brush actually, we'll give it a try. Just under the eye. And what I've done is I've just put some directly under my eyelid by there. It's up to you if it's optional, but I find it'll just bring it out a bit more. But like I said, it's up to you if you want to put a little bit of eyeshadow underneath, but I've been experimental lately and I've been really liking the whole putting the eyeshadow under the eyelid just to give it more of that wow factor. So there you go, quick eyeshadow tutorial using the James Charles palette. Thank you for watching and see you again soon.